Hello Gemini, and welcome to your September 2022 reading. Spirit, let's see what's happening for Gemini this month. Let's see what's the dealio. Oh, nice card to start out with. Oh, what's up with that? Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. You might have a little bit of a challenge this month, but we're going to see what we can do about that. Because first card up, we have the Magician. Then we have the Five of Cups. Then we have the Three of Swords. Okay, here's what I'm seeing at first glance. So this is coming into September. At the beginning of the month, here's you. You're all magical and magician-like, right? This is you actually, you're playing around with something, you're experimenting, okay? Feeling like you're playing around or experimenting with something. This is what you're starting out in September, okay? That's the kind of energy I'm feeling for you. What this experimentation tends to flow into as we go through September is our Five of Cups. I think that you're probably experimenting with more than one thing, okay? You're probably trying a bunch of different stuff, right? And what you're seeing is that a lot of these experiments, they're failing. They're not working out. You're like, oh man, I'm bummed because look at this. These three experiments, they didn't work out. But here's the thing. You have two that did. So I think you're going to be like looking at a bunch of, like trying a bunch of different things, experiments or whatever, and trying to see what works best, right? I suspect that what happens though is the ones, you're probably going to fail more than you succeed, but there are going to be successes, okay? This is the key to what I'm saying right now to the outcome at the end of the month, okay? There's more failures than successes, but you do have successes. I think based on the outcome card of the Three of Swords, which is around disappointment, I think what it is that you wanted to have more successes, right? But I want you to look at the things that, don't focus on the things that failed, because there's going to be a lot of them where you're like, no, that didn't work, that didn't work, that didn't work. But only these two things worked. But maybe those were the two best options. So the failure of all the other things is actually a good thing because it helped weed out the stuff that you really shouldn't have been putting your time and attention into. You're standing left with, what do you call it? What is it? Survival of the fittest kind of thing, right? This is about your perception. So are you going to be disappointed because every experiment didn't work? Or are you going to turn this around and go, wow, I have these two things that worked really well. Let's see what I can do with them. That's what the Three of Swords is. It's creativity. So as much as there's disappointment in Three of Swords, which is, traditional meaning, there's also a hidden meaning of threes, which are creativity, and swords, which is thought and intellect. This is planning. This is ideas, right? What can you do with the stuff that was successful? What can you do with the ideas that actually bore fruit, right? This is what will propel you into October. So it's your perception of how you see these things playing out. Look at that. See, at first glance, I'm looking at it going, oh man, I don't know. I don't want that Three of Swords as an outcome, but it's actually a good one, right? So interesting. So we're going to get a bunch of oracle cards to get some clarification, further clarification on what this is all about, right? Because we either want to see what else is involved in here. Maybe there's more intel that we need that'll give us even better information on how to go through September, handle the situation, and anything that might pop up, right? So, oh my God, that's an awesome card, just because it's awesome. Oh. Spirit. Interesting. Ooh, okay. Oh, these are good, actually. I'm liking these cards. Okay, check this out. First, we're going to look at the cards that came out for the Magician. And the first one is Estefania, she who surrenders. This is chains, bondage, and release. And then we have take a step back. Thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what's not serving me. This ties into that Three of Swords card I was talking about. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm getting. The chains and bondage and releasing and everything with the Magician card. The reason why you're experimenting and trying all this stuff is because you either are trying to find a way to get out of a situation or make something work. Like there's something that's not good right now. It's like, how the fuck am I going to get out of this? Or you've gotten out of it. You're like, okay, now what am I going to do? I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. You're like all crazy, right? Trying to do all these different things. So what you've done in that haste and that anxiety to get this thing moving is you didn't step back to actually evaluate all these experiments you were doing. You just it's like, I'm going to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks, which sometimes that's not a bad thing. And I don't even think it's a bad thing in this situation, but the key is to not dwell on the things that didn't work, right? So you might be dwelling on that a little bit more than you should. Okay. So when we start looking at the Five of Cups, this is where I was talking about the disappointment to go, oh, these experiments didn't work, but hey, over here, these ones did, right? The cards that came out for that, we have career. So I suspect this is around money, career, job, business stuff, okay? And then the other card is celestial alignment. There is something in here. The Two Cups, I'm just picking two, right? I'm going to say all these things you're trying. There are two things in there that are this for you. Look at her. Oh my God. Celestial alignment is the stars, the moon, the sun, all the planets are all lined up and they're pointing at you saying, go get them, do it. But I don't think you're seeing it, right? You're missing that because you're still dwelling on the shit that didn't work out. You know, it's maybe, oh my God, I wanted to be an accountant so bad all my life and you're not getting any accounting jobs. But you know what? You're getting jobs to be, I don't know, whatever, bookkeeper. Oh no, it's same field. So no, I don't want to say that. Like, I don't know, office manager, right? And it's like, we see all your good accounting skills, but you know what? Because of your personality and all this other stuff on your resume, you'd be great for running an office. So it's not what you wanted, but it's a fucking amazing opportunity. It's not what you expected or what you wanted, but it's still a good opportunity that will work for you. You're just not seeing it, right? So that's what I'm getting with the Five of Cups. Now, when we look at the Three of Swords, remember, so I said it's the disappointment, but it's getting creative with the stuff that worked. We have Wolverine, and it's, you're a lot tougher than you think you are. And we also have clarity. I think what happens is the part of you being tougher than you think you are is, okay, we'll go back to that office manager job analogy, right? You know, I love my analogies. It's like saying, oh, yeah, but I can't be an office manager. I've never done it before. No. Someone is telling you you can do it because they see the potential in you. Do it. The clarity has to come from within. You need to recognize that your skills are transferable and you are able to do these other things instead of just guessing like, oh, maybe I can make something out of all this stuff, right? And even though it may not exactly be what it is that you want, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised to see one of the things you do get. If you go with it, you're going to be like, wow, I'm really glad I decided to do this, right? That's kind of what I'm getting. Okay, what do we want to talk about? Do we want to talk about the Five Cups? Do we want to talk about that? Or the Three of Swords? We want to talk about the Five Cups. That's what we're doing. We're going there. We're doing it. What is this about the job thing and these opportunities presenting themselves? Yeah. See, look at this. Oh, the cards just sometimes make so much sense. Interesting. Okay. let's talk about the cards and then we'll dive a little deeper. So we're talking about the Five of Cups. These are the opportunities, the stuff that didn't work, and the stuff that's still available to you. So we have Eclat, she who regrets, and it's battle, victory, and bitterness. Then we have Condor. You're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. And then we have Closure. What was I saying before? The battle, victory kind of thing. This is the Five of Cups. That's what this is. This is you've done what you need to do. Some shit didn't work, some did. You need to let go of the stuff that doesn't work, right? You have to let it go because there is something better there for you. That's the Celestial Alignment card. Looking at my little pyramid under the Five of Cups here. And where it says the Condor thing, where you're too entrenched in this situation, you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. I'm an accountant. Oh, but I could be an office manager or a whatever, right? You have to take a step back to see what is possible with the successes that you have, right? And the last card of Closure is saying you need to be willing to let everything else go. The stuff that didn't work out, even if it's what you wanted, you need to let it go. That's the closure. Once you do this, you honor it for what it was, say thank you, sorry we didn't work out, I have to put my energy elsewhere, and that closure happens. That's when the floodgates open, because you're moving out anything that doesn't serve you. This makes room for awesome things to come into your life, right? Very much that Five of Cups energy of those two things that worked. They can grow and expand for you, right? So 3 cups knocked down, 2 cups standing up. Well, never mind the 3 cups. Once you push those away and get rid of them, those 2 cups, the cups grow bigger and bigger. So then all of a sudden you have a whole bottle of wine in a glass. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting from this. Love it. I love it. So we're going to get a couple tarot cards just because. Let's see if they speak to this too. Yep, they do. I'm telling you. You can't make this shit up. Check this out. First up, we have the Seven of Swords. This is futility, okay, in this deck. And I'm feeling this now. The futility is banging your head against the wall. It's repeating the same thing. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what. Why do you keep doing that? It's not going to get you anywhere. That's a futile attempt to make things happen. What you need to do, High Priestess, is listen to your gut. You really need to get real and honest with yourself. Like, okay, now that I have these 5 cups, I've done my experiments. This worked, this didn't. What makes sense, right? It's not just what logically makes sense. What does my gut tell me? What does my heart tell me? That's what you need to focus on. And what did we get? The 3 of Swords again, right? Remember how I said we end with the 3 of Swords. So you got 2 3 of Swords. This is really important. It's about how you perceive the situation, right? You can be disappointed, sure. But do you want to hang on to that disappointment? No, you don't. You want to take what's left over, which is actually really good stuff, and move forward with that. So, totally makes sense. I'm loving it. So it's that shift in perception. It's letting go of what didn't work and moving forward with what does. But that's all, like, that's an internal thing to you, right? No one can make you do it. No one can help you do it. They can support and encourage you, absolutely. They can't make you do it. That's coming from inside. It's an inside job, kids. Oh yeah, it's an inside job. Now I got you some advice cards, so let's see what came up. First card up, we have Truth. Then we have Manifesting Miracles with Archangel Orion. Wow, love it already. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. And then last, we have Ending. There's that closure, right? Remember that you're going to have to just let go of anything that isn't working. That's the ending piece. Truth is be honest with yourself, right? That High Priestess energy. Be honest with yourself and listen to your gut. what makes sense to you. If you do all of that, the manifesting miracles is saying, okay, along with the truth, be clear on what you want. Once you've cut away anything that isn't working, look at what's left and pick where you want to put your energy. Put it out there to the universe, and that's when the miracles unfold. So there you go. Love it. Great, great reading. Lots of really good energy here. I'm going to start off by saying, or end off really, by saying, with the Magician card and you just trying like a whole bunch of stuff, kudos to you. Like, do that. I think it's really important that you do try a bunch of different stuff and experiment with things, because then that's going to open even more potential opportunity to you. The more you experiment and try things, yeah, okay, say you do 20 things and 15 of them are shit. Doesn't matter. Now you have 5 options instead of just 2. Like, I think it's important that you don't lose sight of that, and that it's good to try a bunch of different stuff. The bigger piece of that is whatever doesn't work, let it go. Flush it out and focus on the good stuff. So there we go. All right, let me know how it goes. Give me a comment, because oh my God, I'm loving this energy. So I would also love you to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, because it does help the channel grow. But at the end of the day, we're going to wrap it up here. And so until I see you next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Gemini. Bye.